Hey folks, it's your bro Richie Rich here. Today this video is now part 2 on the Dodge Tomahawk, and today I'll be talking to you about the next part, which is the today I'll be talking to you about the next part, which is the Inception. So yeah, I'm a bit tired right now. My eyes are literally on fire. They're burning so much. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find my glasses anywhere, but literally, like I said in the previous video, until I find them, this is how it's technically gonna be. Until I will have to get new ones, which is gonna be a bit of a struggle because I'll have to pay for new ones. But I don't want to do that. But I mean, it's only if I can't find them anywhere. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment below what y'all think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so that it will make pretty uploads. So, without any further ado, let's begin. So the next part is Inception. So the idea for a Viper engine, so for a Viper motored, so the idea for a Viper motored motorcycle started with a two lower level Chrysler Group employees. uh, Bob Schroeder. I can't pronounce that correctly, but it's spelled Schroeder. So Schroeder. A design, a design, a design office, a design office modeler, and motorcycle rider, and and David Chise. I can't pronounce his last name correctly as well, but it's spelled Chyz. So Dave, so Dave Chy Chyz. So Chyz. Both a vehicle build specialist and drag racer. According to according to designer uh, Mark Walters, the question asked was, what if we had a Viper motor and a Champion chassis? Something like a Boss Haas. So HOSS. It was a quote. Resulting in a motor displacement 5 times than a typical Harley Davidson. So, resulting in a motor displacement 5 times a typical, so 5 times a typical Harley Davidson. The low volume Boss Haas motorcycles built around a 5.7 liter Chevy 350 V8 motor, and the largest displacement mass produced and the largest display and the largest displacement mass produced motorcycles, the motorcycles the 2.3 liter um 140 Triumph Rocket 3 motor, neither anywhere close to the 8.3 liter 510 Chrysler derived Viper V10 motor. The only the only motorcycle with this the only mic the only the only motorcycle the only motorcycle with a displacement in the Tomahawk's league uses the same V10 motor, so V10 Viper motor, the one-off 2009 Milliard Viper, so the one-off 2009 Milliard Viper V10. Which the Milliard Viper V10 was a one-off handcrafted road legal motorcycle capable of over 200 miles an hour. So presumably this was a British bike? I'm not 100% sure. considering it has a Viper V10. Alright, so the only motorcycle with a displacement um in the Tomahawk's league uses the same V10 motor, the one off 2009 Milliard Viper V10, a bike created to rival the Tomahawk after Alan Alan Milliard was underwhelmed by a Tomahawk speed run at the Goodwood Festival at the Goodwood Festival Speed in the UK. Both both Schroeder and Chise, I can't pronounce their names correctly, took the took the proposal to senior vice president of design Trevor Creed, who initially said, "We don't build bikes," but still allowed some design sketches to be created, which were mind blowing enough to bring Creed on board. They eventually took the idea. They eventually took the idea to Freeman Thomas, uh, Daimler Chrysler VP, Vice President of Advanced Design, who assigned Mark Walters to join the effort. Thomas suggested using 2 front and 2 rear wheels, making it with 4 wheels, because a single wheel, like most motorcycles have, would look thin next to an unusually wide motor, inspired by the 4-wheeled light cycles in the film in the 1982 film Tron, 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 which a little bit about that from West Coast Customs when they did a Tron creation of the Audi R8 V8, not the V10 because it wasn't really released yet. So they used the Audi R8 with a V8 and they made it into a Tron futuristic looking vehicle with plexiglass wheels and all that, which is pretty cool, honestly. Might do a video about West Coast Customs. I got no idea, but somebody might. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, Thomas suggested using 2 front and 2 rear wheels because a single wheel would look thin next to the unusually wide motor, inspired by the 4-wheeled light cycles by the 4-wheeled light cycles in the 1982 film Tron. For those wondering what light cycles are, it's a type of fictional motorcycle featured in the Tron franchise. First introduced in the movie Tron, 1982, they are used as part of a they're used as part of a deadly virtual game conducted by the villainous MCP Master Control Program. In it, players must ride around an arena without crashing into each other. The outer walls, or the light trails, known as jet walls and later light ribbons, left behind by the cars or vehicles. Subsequent generations of light cycles appeared in later works of media. Following its appearance in Tron, the light cycle became a Following its appearance in Tron, the light cycle became a fixture of popular culture. The first light cycle sequence was also seen as a pioneering moment in computer graphics that inspired later works. So Thomas suggested using 2 front and rear wheels because a single wheel would look thin next to the unusually wide motor, inspired by the 4-wheeled light cycles in the 1982 film Tron. In the 1982 film Tron, Walters anticipated howls from bikers that this would make it not a Walter anticipated howls howls, HOWLS, from bikers that this would make it not a motorcycle. So that this would make it not a motorcycle. But he felt uniqueness. But he felt unique. But he felt uniqueness was more important. And imagine the appearance with only a single wheel in front of and imagine the appearance with all and imagine the appearance with only a single wheel in front, um in front of and behind the motor, and behind the V10 would have been visually unbalanced, so it would not be balanced at all. Saying he would like to see he's saying he would like to saying he would like to see it made that way saying he would like to see it made that way for comparison. By the spring by the spring of 2002, Walters had prepared a Walters had prepared a full scale full scale design presentation. Full scale design presentation. It's a full scale design presentation with sketches with sketches along a 20 feet wall and a borrowed Viper V10 resting on an engine with sketches along a 20-foot wall and a borrowed Viper V10 motor resting on a motor stand with two wheels placed fore and aft as a visual aid. Last part and I'll leave it there for now. This was presented to Chrysler Chrysler Group Chrysler Group COO, Wolfgang Bernard, and CEO Dieter Zest Dieter Zetsche. I can't pronounce it. It's like saying the word Porsche, but taking out the letters POR and replacing it with ZET, spelled ZETSCHE, who gave their immediate approval. Alright, so that'll wrap it up for now. For my next Dodge Tomahawk video will be about the design. So this is gonna take a while, but oh well, I'll do it as much as I can. Alright, so that'll be it. If you guys like this video, subscribe, like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all, so you literally don't want to make brand new uploads. And yep, I have shaved. Still got some patches there, which are not really shaved off, but oh well. At least most of it's done. But yeah. So, like I said, if you guys like this video, subscribe, comment below what y'all think. Hit the notification bell and hit all, so you literally don't want to make brand new uploads. Okay, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys a little later for the next video. Till then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll till then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you guys a little later for the next video. So yeah, take care, folks. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Take care, folks. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys a little later. Peace.